4.
Do I get some of this time back later?
No.
No.
I don't get to yield to myself.
We tried to buy
Okay.
guns from
All right.
that would not sell.
Question number 4. Some county governments have unionized various departments. Do you favor or oppose the Cape County workforce unionizing?
Well, first of all, it has nothing to do with the opinion of a commissioner. But I will tell you, I have absolutely no problem with anybody being union. Again, this is another interesting point that Mr. Rust has laid out in several editorials. If this party is going to be about conservative values, we need to reach out to everybody. And I invite everybody to go home tonight and Google Republican and union. There is at least 3 or 4 definitive studies, Rasmussen is one of them, that shows that union workers vote between 30 and 40% of the time for Republicans. Let me say that again. 30 to 40% of union workers vote Republican. Sarah Palin's husband, we sure didn't have any problems with him. My point is, it's a divisive issue to say that you're anti-union. What you should be saying is, what you should be doing is addressing why somebody wants to go union. You should be saying to yourself, why is it that my workforce wants to go union, and how can we address that? And that's how I would address being a presiding commissioner. You don't go and say we're against unions, we're against people, because basically what you're saying is you're against people banding together in a democratic way. I mean, I'll be quite honest, this may offend some chamber folks, but Chamber of Commerce is a union. It's a union of people that are for business interests, that pay dues, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nor is there anything wrong with anybody else belonging to a union. Now, do I dislike and oppose to what unions do on the national scale for liberal interests? Absolutely. But that's not my issue. My issue is with the hard-working men and women of this county, not big bosses at the union level, are working people in this county who don't have a voice, who don't have a say, who feel disenfranchised. And so, no, you won't hear me say I'm anti-union. It'll never happen. I've got members of my family that are union, good Christian people that go to church, pay their taxes, probably as conservative, if not more conservative, than every person in this room. They're just union. So that's my answer.
Okay. Question 5, and you've already addressed this, but I'll give you another shot at it. Would you support the county commission putting the issue of switching to charter form of government on a ballot, or should it be a citizen-driven initiative?
Well, not only would I support it, I put it on the agenda. We have a commissioner in this room tonight. I'm not holding many punches, as you can see tonight. We have a commissioner in this room tonight that when he ran, he actually talked about, I wouldn't be opposed to charter government. Listen, you're going to have people tell you all the time what you want to hear. I campaigned on that we ought to look at charter government. I put it on the agenda. I'm willing to vote for it, even if I lose my job. Now, I don't know what's the best system, but I've been quoted, and I think this is a strong quote, and it tells you what you need to know. If 3 individuals with equal power and authority running any entity was an efficient way to do anything, you'd have every corporation in the country doing it. But that's not the way it works. Normally, there's one guy that makes the decisions. Excuse me, one guy or gal. We recognize that as a more efficient business model. So I'm here to tell you that I'm not opposed to charter government. I put it on the agenda for us to discuss. There's a lot of Republican office holders that were at that meeting, and I got chastised. In fact, Mr. Rust's friend, Mr. Gamble, said I should be thrown out of an airplane that night. There's a recording of it if anybody would like to question that. But, charter government, in its simplest terms, is just basically the citizens deciding for themselves what type of government they want. Period. I don't know how anybody could be against charter government. If you don't want planning and zoning, well then the citizens need to make sure that that would be in the final charter draft, the Constitution, that would be voted on. I suspect that if this county did go to charter government, there would be no planning and zoning within it, because I think that's the sense of most of our citizens. But no, I'm not going to tell you that I'm okay for charter, and then if I get reelected, not follow through like some elected people have. I'm telling you, I think the citizens should have a say. I don't think we should force them to go through an initiative petition when we know for a fact that it can be put on the ballot when there's another election already going on at no additional cost to the citizens. Why wouldn't you let the citizens have a say in their government?
Okay. You have 1 minute for a closing statement.
Okay. And I'm sorry, that's why my beginning was butchered. All I'm trying to get across to the citizens in this room is Republican is just a word. You'll hear left and right, Republicans are conservative. Well, we're supposed to be. But really, look at all of our local Republicans. It's crazy. I voted against the last two budgets at the county commission. I've got a 4-year trend of our budget going down $100,000 to $200,000 a year, giving themselves raises in one of the worst economies in 30 years. These are Republicans. So what I keep trying to say to everyone is, don't fall for this guy's controversial, this guy's Republican, or this guy's Democrat. That's why the Tea Party is so successful. People are catching on. Republicans aren't really Republicans and Democrats aren't really Democrats. We need to vote for the person. And I know that offends some people that if I get elected, there may be a Democrat to take my place, but I'm going to be honest with you. Having seen what I've seen of local government, I think a good local conservative Democrat that's not part of this political system is what we need. We got to break what's going on in our county. We need to correct what's going on.
Thank you.